This is the blurb. It's quite long, but it's all very straightforward. To identify the river running through our diagram, enter the across answers sequentially, starting in the upper left square, but skipping over the squares in the river, leaving them empty. Across words reaching the right side of the diagram flow on to the next row down, going left to right. You may be guided by the numbered answers, whose letters go in the appropriately numbered squares. Good evening, Sensei! Hi! It is a lot of numbers, it's 103 numbers. Yes, whose letters go in the appropriate numbered squares. When all answers are entered, fill the empty squares in the river so as to make new words of 11. Okay, so there will be words spanning the entire grid. Okay, of the across answers, the added letters may go in front of, in the back of, or within an across word. From top to bottom, the added letters will identify our river and the travellers in it. Clue answers include one proper noun. New words in the diagram include two proper nouns. It's not boustrophodonic phobia. I don't know what I just said. Good evening, DX. So basically, the across clues, they're just going to get entered in. We're going to skip over the river, and whenever we get to the end of one row, we just plop onto the next. And we also have numbered clues, which look like this. And I haven't set up any funky things so that if I put this in, it automatically appears in here, because I couldn't be bothered to do that. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? So it is basically a very large acrostic, Catus. Yes, you're absolutely right. Good evening, Catnip. So those are all the numbered ones. Let's try the across clues first. Of course, as soon as I can't do one, then we probably can't put any more in. But we're going to have a go at them. And then hopefully some of the numbered clues will help us narrow things down. How is the donut jigsaw piece going? Is it making you hungry? I saw a picture that you put of it on the Discord. It looked great. So good luck with that. How many pieces in it? Was that one of the 500 ones, or was that 1,000, that one? Allow me to first go all the clues. This was originally published in January 2000. This is the first one of the new millennium. If you subscribe to the wrong way of thinking that 2000 was the start of the millennium, was not. Start of a decade, yes. Not the start of a century, though. Was it the start of a century? Anyway, definitely wasn't the start of the millennium. Anyway, I've got a horse. I'm sitting on it. It's quite high. Draw riverboat's prow closer. Or closer. Draw riverboat's prow closer. Or closer. Prow closer could be W. That's... Katus is exactly right. There is nothing wrong with her logic. No. Draw, attraction, riverboat, kayak, canoe, ferry, prow, closer, not sure, oh no. The first year of this millennium was 2001. It was 2001. And I'm actually 100% right. It's you lot that will be wrong, should you decide otherwise. Very much enjoying where the poll is going. Right, I can't do A across, so that's quite irritating. Let's have a look at B across. Cereal product passes for after dinner fare. Cereal product passes for after dinner fare. I mean, dessert is after dinner fare, or maybe a speech. Or a cereal. Okay, not spotting this. Aboard steamship, reverently regard low part of a river. Okay, so steamship is going to be SS, isn't it? Reverently regard, idolize, esteem, worship. So we're going to put reverently regard in to SS. And we're going to get a low part of a river. And all I can think of is seabed, but that's not part of a river, is it? What, low part of a river? Thank you very much for the voting, where the current winner is I'm a Muppet. Am I wrong about the memory? Yes, of course, very much so. Have no votes. So I'm just putting a sock on because my left foot, which has no sock on, is tired. Tired? Well, it is that as well. It's just cold. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, DX is oh no. Help, 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 help. Right, okay. Not sure what's going on there. It's definitely something in SS, though, he says. Probably going to be wrong. D, something that may split loop in string. Something that may split loop, so that's O, in string. Twine, braid. Something might split. You might split an end. You might split hair. Split decision. Split the difference. A banana. You may split a banana. What other things do you split? Happy to be told things that you split, if you can think of anything. Split. Pull in. No. You can split peas. You can split your pants. This is true. Split infinitives. Split. What about wood? No, string is just one. Pool is in pool. Oh, okay. Yes. So also in that instance, yes, bowling pins. Yes, absolutely. So a pin. Put an O in it. No, I don't know. String. Okay, not doing well on it. This is going fantastically. E. Audibly cut into bend in a river. Audibly cut. Sever. Into. Audibly cut into. Meh. Have you done that often, Arch? Remind me not to make an enemy of you. Meander, a bend in a river. Oh dear. What do you think it is, Catnip? Let's see if we agree, because I know that someone had B earlier, but we'll come back to that. Curve, carve, bend in a river. It's not. It's close, but it doesn't quite work with carve and curve. I want it to work, but it doesn't. I like the thinking. It's just not quite right in this instance, I don't think. Watch me be wrong. Maybe it is. Don't think it is, but okay. Verse sharply depicts climbing plants. Is this a hidden? I mean, climbing plants are like ivies. But verse sharply, anagram of verse. Veers? No. Verse anagram does go to veers, but oh dear. I'm assuming that the acrosses are meant to be more difficult, and then we put the numbered ones in, and then that will help us. It had better help us. I'm not looking forward to the numbered clues. G. Earnestly ask about popular personality. Earnestly ask in. Popular is in, so it's going to be earnestly. It's going to be like enquire or something like that. So the poll has decided that I am a Muppet. You're correct, but also because there was no year zero. There was no year zero, so therefore the first year of the first millennium was not zero. The first year was 1, so therefore 1,000 years is 1 to 1,000. So therefore the next millennium started at 1001. The millennium after that, 2001. Thank you very much. Please be on my side. Earnestly, okay, can I have a hint, please? Arch, what do you think G is? There was no year zero. No one thought to make it up. I mean, what would have happened in year zero anyway? Anyway, what do you think? Beg around in. Earnestly ask is beg about in, and then personality is begin? Where's my block button for sensei? Being. And then that. Yeah, you're quite right. There we are. Okay. I'm going to randomly select where to put it in the grid. And it'd be amazing if it was here, can I just say. I think it starts at 50. I'm probably wrong. But that is my absolute first guess about where it goes in. I put begin in there, not being anyway. What an idiot. H. Native American kids' first little stream. I did, Catnip. Let's just say that was on purpose. Kids first. Is it Krill? Krill is not a Native American. Kids first is K. Little stream is a rill. Is the small stream... I see the way around. There we go. Jonathan Creek. The Native American is Cree. Kids first is K, so I was right at least about that. Little stream is a creek. Mediterranean island embracing a fashion. Okay, name your Mediterranean islands. Crete. Create. There we go. No other Mediterranean islands are needed. Malta and its little one off of it, Gozo. I've been to both of those. A is A, yes. Form new plans for radical river transport. Form new plans for radical river transport. Back to normal on this one. K. Radical river... river transport. Kayak. Canoe. Barge. Form new plans. Form might be a thing, and then anagram of plans, but then form radical. I want radical to be the letter R, so we're going to replace an R. I mean, that would be quite something, but it probably isn't. Radical could be an anagram. Oh, that's true. Form could also be an anagram. That's one heck of an anagram. I'm not doing that. Let me get rid of that. Oh, it's annoying me. Called a person central to a degree. Called a person central to a degree. A person central to a degree. A graduand, a graduate. Called a person, a man, a chap, a woman, a thing. First letter, please, Hollow. So it's going to be a homophone, called, or it could be nay for called. A person, central to a degree. P. Central to a degree. Panda. Next letter, please. Not a homophone. Oh, that's interesting. H. Okay. Called. Could be nay, could be monikered, could be something like that. Could be something like that. A person central to a degree. Okay. PhD is your degree. And we're going to put like a man or something in PhD. And it's going to be called. That's going to be the definition. So we need a person central to a degree. So it's... Fa chap, fa human. A king? Okay. If you phoned. Oh goodness. So it's one. Ew, one. But yeah, that is a good question. Does Charles call himself one? I would imagine so. There we go. So a person is one. Central to PhD, and you get phoned, which is called like a fanatic practicing tango in river dances. Like a fanatic. That feels like definition. Practicing tango, T is probably tango, in river dances, so anagram of river. So it's going to end in tiv. I think, because that's three of the letters of river, and then there's a T. Practicing could be on. Oh, if it's an anagram of tango in river. I would want it to be more tiv than ing for like a fanatic, you know, with that form of the word, but Oh, okay. Over. And then it could end ant, couldn't it? Over indignant, over exuberant, or something like that. Maybe it is tango in river. Just an anagram of that. Tango in river. So it's over. Over a ranting. Over. No, not. Okay, people are getting it. First letter, please. Oh. Next letter, please. Which will be V. Next letter, please. And again, please. And a consonant, please. Catnip. Overreaching, over. See, this is the next bit that I haven't got yet. Tango in river. Is it? Over ranting with an I left over. Over. Next letter, please. O-V-E. Oh, how'd you do an R? Overtraining? Like, okay, overtraining. There we go. Thank you very much. It was an anagram of tango in river. Grass particles in medicinal drinks. Grass particles in medicinal drinks. Is it hidden? It is not a hidden. Medicinal drinks. Gin. So Bloody Violet, if it falls off of one end, it's going to plop onto the next row. It all just wraps around. And we're going to skip. So those of you who have joined, all these are crosses. We're just going to keep on continuing on. We're going to skip any of these river clues, which haven't got any numbers in. And it just, if it falls off of one line, it just goes on to the next. So yes, I will. Let's put as much of the blurb on as you can. Grass could be hemp, could be pot. Particles could be ions, and you get your medicinal drinks. Thank you. Stray article in can is ground. So stray feels like that's the definition. Article could be a, an, or the. In canis ground, so it's probably anagram of can is. Maybe in can is, but definitely can. It's going to be part of it. And stray. Stray. Thank you, Catus. So average answer length of 6.5 for these across clues. Article. I'm going to go with the. Stray is going to be the definition there, I think. Gravity in certain mass of moving water. Gravity is G, usually. In certain mass. Certain? Sure. Mass is usually M. Oh, a surge. There you go. Mass is part of the definition, is not part of the wordplay. Mass of moving water is a surge. Gravity is G. Put that in sure, and you get surge, which is the mass of moving water, as Meredith will now prove to me. Happy New Year! I mean, we're doing the January 2000 clue crossword, so that is why they were letting off. I arranged with them if they could let off the fireworks. DX. Incomplete examination for breeding animals. Test. Oral, incomplete examination, tests, breeding animals. Sires? What are the words are there for test? Quiz? Hollow does not have P. Breeding animals. Okay, not going to get that. Going to come back to that one. Surge is going to be along this bottom one though. Okay, we're going to go to the number clues, which I'm hoping that the across ones were deliberately harder. Let's do the numbered clues. So we have to enter these in the numbered squares. So this is a 7-letter word. The first letter goes in square 18, then 29, then 60, then I lose the will to live. Incomplete examination of breeding animals. I sail on recklessly in an illicit fair. Okay, this is easier. Good, I've got this clue, and this will help us put some things in. So, go for it in the chat if you've got A. Just going to go for it because it's going to take me forever to put these clues in. It is a liaison, as you not dangerous, you muppetry. Liais. That could be the S of surge, you know. Could be the S of surge. I'm not quite willing to call it just yet. It could be. Oh, I just got dangerous liaisons. There we go. Answer having to do with small body of water. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's another 7. Another 7. Meredith, hold off on hints like that, just in case. But thank you for the confirmation. Answer. Small body of water. Adriatic. First letter, please. First letter. Is it A? Oh, it's R. Having to do with, that's R-E. Small body of water is a pond. There we go. So it's respond. Okay, so I shall now put that in. R-E. S. P. O. N. And D. 11. Okay. Big river engulfs the last of our country houses. Big river engulfs the last of our country houses. Manners? No, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 7 letters. They're not all 7. R-E-S-B-O-N-D. Big river. Mississippi, Missouri. Nah. Nile engulfs the last of R. The letter R. Country houses. I want to be mansions or manors or estates or castles, but none of these have got an R in. Surprise sausage. Interesting hint. First letter, please, from Archer and everyone who's got C. Big river. Surprise sausage. What the heck is... Starts G. Country houses that begin with G. Gatto? No, I'm thinking of chateau. Gatto is cake. Next letter, please. It could be R-Y, of course. I know, I want cake now. Concentrate on your donuts. Escape to the Ghetto would be an excellent programme, and it would also be an excellent Michelin web sketch or something like that. G-R. Gratto. Big. Grand. Hang on. Grand. Grounds? No, shush. Shush. Didn't mean to do that. Next... Indeed, I'm writing that down. Escape to the Ghetto. Next letter, please. So it is going to be grand then. Big is grand. But grand with R in. Next letter, please. I feel like is country houses the definition? Nah. Country houses. Granaries. What is the next letter? It can only be grandma so far. Gran or grandpa. Big river. Rio. So that's Grand. The Rio Grande. And then we're going to put an R in there for country houses. Granges. Ganges. Oh, yeah. Good clue. But wow, I'm a muppet. So G. Talking about yourself. So Granges. G-R-A-N. G-R-A-N. G-E-S. Rocky spot splits violent streams. Rocky spot splits violent streams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 letters. No, it's certainly in England we usually spell it just G-A-N-G-E-S. And I have absolutely no idea what the special sausage was about. Okay. Rocky spot splits violent streams. Anagram of streams with a letter O in it for spot. Violent streams. For a rocky spot. Mattress. If spot was somehow T, you get mattress. So streams plus T is mattress. Motors. There's Grange Hill. Oh, aside from that. Okay, going to move on to E. Money in Moscow, river turned blue. Ruble. River, and then anagram of blue, you get ruble and the less said. How about the ruble? Better. So that is looking like surge. So I'm going to put surge in there. So we now know that this is a 4-letter word. No, not -4. If I do that, you're going to go to -4 anyway. Fine. That's better. So R-U-B. L. And E. Can we put in anything? Okay, so this is being. This is creek. This is create. Then we don't know what the next one is, and it's probably phoned, O-N-E-D. Yeah, I'm going to put phoned in here. And then over training. And then potions. Well, that's gone quite well. We've put a lot of stuff in there. I'm going to slightly make these letters smaller. Hopefully not too small. Just so that we can see the numbers a bit better. Hopefully that's okay. Conquistador possesses veteran ships. Conquistador possesses veteran ships. So it's something O. That's what I think the letters go to. Blank O, blank blank, E-T-T-E blank. Indeed. Conquistador possesses veteran old. And then you get ships. So it's going to end S. 39 is going to be an S. Am I parsing it right? Is Conquistador around old? Oh, is it going to, it's going to be the name of a particular conquistador, isn't it? Like, what is his name? Vetters? Something like that? Voldets? Hint, please. Hint, please. Oh, hang on. Yep. Corvettes. And I'll be honest, I only got it because I saw what Meredith had written. So please be careful with your jokes in the chat. It is Cortez. That's your conquistador around vet, as in a veteran can just be a vet. Right, now, whilst I try and work out which of these letters are new, C-O-R 56... V 48 73 83 99 and 39. I'm just going to be that S. Worry about. I mean, why is a corvette a ship? Is that another term for a boat, or is there a type of car that is known as a ship or something like that? Or is it just a type of boat that I haven't heard of? It's a type of warship. There we go. Did not know that. Worry about quiet English stream. Threat, maybe? Or stew? And then quiet is going to be shh. And then E for English. And we get freshed. Stew around shh. Stream. Stream is going to be the definition here, I think. Okay, the car was named after the ship. Did not know. 61 we don't have. 91 we don't have. 264. Okay, 47. And 35. So I feel like it's going to be SH. So, and end in R. So, fresher? Fret? People are getting it, and I'm not spotting it. People are not telling me, which is fine. But why? Okay. Worry about... Is it a hidden... It's not a hidden... Am I parsing it right? Is it a four-letter word for worry about S-H-E? In that case, so if you worry, you... Oh. Fret, then. So, freshet. I'm assuming freshet. Let's have a check of that. A freshet is the occurrence of a water flow resulting from sudden rain or melting snow. So a stream in that regard. There we go. A stream, also just a flood or a stream of fresh water, just generically. But there we go. So I am going to... let's put these in one by one. F R E S H and E were both in there, and 35 is new. Obscure cave harbours boat. Obscure cave harbours boat. 6 letters. Is it a hidden? Is there a Curacao? Urakav. Recave. Skurek. Obscure might be hide. Cave. Grotto. Or obscure could just mean, okay, this is going to be an obscure word. Or maybe to obscure, to blur, to hide. Boat could be SS again. What letters have we got in? 4, 9, 72, 49. Ooh, okay. 55 and 66. Darken. Because we've got blank, blank, RKEN. So if you obscure something, you darken it. Den could be a cave and a boat is your arc. There we go, darken. There we are. So D. And then A. And then I think everything else was given after that. Hint of a fish shot in big river. Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark, Sean. I mean, you could also describe Noah's Ark as a box, but then if you're going to describe that as a box, isn't a house a box? Isn't a car a box? Isn't anything that encloses a box? It's not a Zark. Hint of a fish. F. Shot. Bang. In big river. Do we have any letters here? 84. So we're going to start N-I. N-I blank. 40. Ooh, B. So Nile is our big river here. It's got to be Nile, hasn't it? And 57. What I'm going to do... It looks like the word nibble. Hint of a fish is a nibble, actually, isn't it? Like, when you're on a line, hint of a fish is a nibble. So shot is a BB, like a BB pellet. And then you get nibble, the BB in Nile. So what I'm actually going to do cleverly is not put it in that left-hand bit yet, but I'm going to go N-I-B. I'm going to put a B in there, and an L and E, an L and an E in the other two. 57. And now I can put it in. Nibble. Also, lovely word, nibble. Rowing team had some food when coming out of the mouth. Rowing team is usually an 8. Or just a crew. A rowing team could just be a crew. Had some food when, but it's 8. It is 8 because if you had some food, you ate. Coming out of the mouth, it sounds like 8. It's 8. E-I-G-H-T. Let's have a look. So E, I, G, H, and T for 54. Sandwiches are just hard soup. All food is soup or hot dog. Sandwiches is a soup. Okay. What did I have today? I had a pizza today. So are we saying that pizza is a hot dog? Millennium is started in 2001. Boat's captain, which is probably going to be skipper. First inspired pronouncement. Okay, maybe not. Boat captain, blank. It was a barbecue pizza with chicken and bacon, which was very tasty. It's not skipper. 75. So okay, okay. So what toppings would have to go on the pizza to make it a hot dog? And don't say hot dog because that's just not. That's against the spirit. If it was sausage, it would be a hot dog. Okay. Boat's captain. First inspired pronouncement. There are some very strong feelings about the latest Great British Bake Off episode. So I never felt like it was taking the mick. It was never, in my opinion, taking the mick out of Mexico. So I didn't mind it, but I did think it was possibly a little bit misguided. But I hope there was nothing offensive in it. If there was, I didn't spot it because I'm just not looking for that sort of thing. Plus, I was just there for the cooking, and I was working at the same time as well. So it's just a case of not. But I thought it was okay. They were never mean in their spirited of it. So just anyway. But some people were quite upset. A boat's captain could be a jack, but I'm going to come back to this one, I think. Well, no, Arch, you say this is quite a weird word. What's the first letter, please? Fair enough, Catus. Starts a C. So it's a coracle. Captain's first, and then an inspired pronouncement is an oracle, I think. But captain's first is C and then oracle. So there we go. And do you know what I've done? I'm going to put that back and put coracle in there, just so I can see which numbers go where. C-O-R. A-C-L-E. Okay, next clue. Go sailing with deckhands in the Sound. Go sailing. Indeed, I agree with you here, Meredith. Though there are some nice programs that sort of, do the hard work for you. If you put one letter in some place, it automatically pops up where it needs to. But having to do it by hand, bah, humbug. 24, okay. Go sailing with deckhands in the Sound. So they sound like deckhands. So cruise, which sounds like that, but it's going to be cruise like that. So let me put that in slowly. Of course, we could just probably now just check all the across clues because we're going to have all of those now. C-R-U-I-S for 14 and E for there. Work on a river's mostly dry border. These are the last clues. I'm very tempted to actually just head across to the others. No. Let's do these. Work could be op. On a river could be AR. Mostly dry border. Work on a river's mostly dry border. That 97, 41, 68. 30 and 5. Credit? Not sure. I'm going to come back to this one. Old boat with new paint. Old boat with new paint. Old boat with new paint. Anagram of paint? Probably not. Oh, maybe it is. 81, 42, 94, 32, 17. Is there a pinat or is there a pinta? P-I-N-T-A. That's a very crosswordy sounding word. Pinta, contagious skin disease occurring in the tropics. Okay, fine. Also, a pint of milk, as in a pinter. So it's not pinta. Is it a type of boat? Oh, hang on. Pinta, one of the 3 ships commanded by Columbus on his first voyage to America. So there we go. It is Pinta. So 94 is N. 32 is T. And A is 17. Prosper in both rivers. Prosper in both rivers. And an Arabian ship, you bet. I'm going to come back to those because I just want to have a go at first of these. So, draw riverboat's prow closer. Oh. So what? Draw riverboats prow closer. Nearer. Reader. Oh. I was expecting this to be easy and I can't spot this one. Render. What about render? A closer is an ender. Riverboat's prow will be the first letter of it. So riverboat is R. Prow, first of riverboat. Closer is an ender. Render, if you draw something, you render it. There we go. Cereal product, so it's going to be bran. Passes for after dinner fare? Oops. Passes for after dinner fare. Oh, it could be brand. There is a D there, but I think it's just brand, which is just cereal product. Passes could be ID. Your passes could be ID. Or IDs. Papers. Oh. Yes, it's entirely different, isn't it? It's part to pass as into die. So it's brandies, and that's your after dinner fare. Okay, so we're up to here. So now we're here. Aboard steamship, so it's probably SS. Reverently regard low part of a river. Hallows. If you hallow, you idolize, and the shallows are the low part of a river. No, that was fine. That was fine, Arch. I also didn't see it. And then we got cello, something that may split. So that's a cell. We have this. I passed this in the wrong way around. O for loop in a string. String being a stringed instrument. That is cello. Audibly cut. So that's bite into a bend in a river. A bite. I did not know that a bend of a river could be a bite. There we go. Verse. So that's V. Sharply depicts climbing plant. It feels like, well, it does go up to there because the next word is being and then it appears there. So versey, verse sharply. Good evening, Pixelate. Yes, a river runs through it. There's lots of river and sea and nautical references. I mean, you see, there's one letter not there, and I can't get it. I don't know this plant. Verkles. Angela Verkles. Virches? What's the plant? Please do tell me. Climbing plants. It's not the Batman. No, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Also, one letter is incorrect. Okay. If I had to guess, it's the C that's incorrect. So verse sharply. Versus V sharply depicts climbing plants. Well, I'm not spotting this. What do you think it is, Catnip? I'm happy to be told now, because I just don't know this plant. No, it's got to. I mean, oh, okay, yeah. Sharply depicts, you etch. So it's vetches. I have never heard of a vetch. Shall we take a look at what a vetch is in terms of plants? It looks actually quite pretty. This is what a vetch is. Vicia sativa is a vetch. So there we go. So that was create was next, and now we start with RE. Form new plans for radical river transport, and it goes all the way over to here. Recraft is to form new plans, or just form new, actually. So plans for radical. So the river transport is craft. And I don't know whether but recraft, do people like... thank you. Do people like recraft? Wreck raft. Wreck raft? So plans is wreck? Redraft. Hang on, what about redraft? Red. A radical is a red. Okay. Red raft. There we go. And then we have phoned, and then we have overtraining, and then we have potions, and then we have a word of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. Stray article in can is ground. So terrain is ground. So tin is can, and an article is if you stray you article is a. Put all of that in tin for can, and you get ground. So that is terrain. And this gives us incomplete examination of breeding animals. That is a U. It's not particularly clear, but that's a U. Breeding animals. Don't know. But I can now at least work on this one. So what was the answer to D? Did anyone have D? Because so we've got 101, which we don't know. 20 is O. 8 R. 59. Torrents? Yes, a tor is a rocky spot. Rents is to split, and you get torrents. So therefore 101 is T. So our incomplete examination of breeding animals is TU blank blank. Good evening, Foggy. Hope you're doing well. We've got a river running through this puzzle. All the across clues basically just carry on and go on to the next line. They don't go in here. Oh, sorry. Stud, then, for study. So, stud must be your breeding animals, your examination is your... If you examine, you study. And that's given us all the letters that go in the grid. There we go. But we haven't finished all the clues, so let's just have a quick go. I mean, you're more than welcome to cross-reference. Work on a river's mostly dry border. So that starts with D. Dredge. Work on a river, you dredge. Mostly dry, DR, and then the border is edge. Okay. Prosper in both rivers. So it starts with T. Prosper. And then H. In both... Oh, it's old flipping heck. It's my favourite. It's in both rivers. It's a hidden. It's thrive. Hidden in both rivers. Ugh, don't like it. 92. A. An Arabian ship. 2 words. You bet. An Arabian is Alibaba. Hang on. Is it just going to be that? No. So A-N-U. 37. 37. Why can't I find 37? And 85. Oh dear. And then 21. Is that a thing? 103 is... yes, it is. And how? Whoops. An Dow, a Dow being the ship, but and how means you bet. There we go. So it's just time to fill the river in. When all the answers are entered, fill the empty squares in the river so as to make new words of 11 of the across answers. The added letters may go in front of, in the back of, or within and across word. So we're not making a whole word across, but this is going to go in one of the answers that crosses the river, in this case, render. So reminder is my guess there. So this is Brandy's. So digress. Not sure what that. Tavet, tevet, tivet, tovet, tovet. Is that how it's working? Brandishes. Okay, so the river word, the word that's going across the river is brandy, so we have to put sh for brandishes there. So it's either shallows and that, or something cello. Dicello, vicello, micello. It's got to be cello, right? Not sure. That's probably kvetches. I reckon that's kvetches. It's not. It could be bites, but I think it's kvetches because I think that's a more interesting word. Being becomes Beijing, I reckon. I think you're right, Foggy. I think you're right. Create becomes cremate. Maybe. So draft, redraft, or phoned. Unphoned, co-phoned, homophoned, drafted. I mean, we're getting... if is it going to be... I'm sort of after the Three Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. That would be quite fun, but I don't think it is. What's this one? Overtraining. What can we put in overtraining? Overt training? Overstraining. And then we got potions. Positions. Terrain. Terrapin. And stud goes to... I'd hold off, just please, just for a few seconds, Sensei, if please. It did feel like a cheat, I will freely admit that. Stud becomes stupid. Does it become oh, because that's Mississippi. So, M-I-S... Oh, but it can't be. Oh, no. M-I-S-S. No, what? So that mean... It's got to be in Mississippi. What did I put in here? I've already forgotten. Oh, no, I didn't. Draft. Okay. From top to bottom, the added letters will identify our river. It's got to be the Mississippi. Oh, hang on. It says it at the start here. M-I-S-S-I. Siphoned. There we go. So it's siphoned. S-S-I-P-P-I. So there's a Mississippi. And now here, in these letters, include travellers. Huck Jim? Husk Jim? Hank and Jim. Oh, this is this Huckleberry Finn or something like that? Well, if Foggy hasn't heard of it, it doesn't bode well, does it? Yeah, he's got to be something to do. Yeah, I'm thinking Huckleberry Finn and the Tom Sawyer. And it's like, who are Huckleberry Finn characters? Is there a Jim? There's a Jim in there. Okay, there is a Jim in Huckleberry Finn. So I'm assuming Huck. So can we put a UC in here Is there... So, is there a cello? A cello is a painter. Ooh, okay. It's not going to be Shallow Suck, is it? So it's going to be a cello who is a painter. And so we've got Huck and Jim travelling down the Mississippi. And that is... what was the name of this puzzle? I've already forgotten. That was A River Runs Through It. My Stream Deck is still not working because it will not... It's when you load up the software, it says, "Do you want to update?" And the update causes it to fail. So, very irritating.